Tuition Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
The effects of greed. We are looking at Ahab now. First of all, let's define greed. Greed is the selfish and excessive desire to acquire power, wealth, or any other possessions. Greed drives us to acquire unjustly what belongs to others. When one becomes greedy, he wants to get what he desires, even through unjust means, and this can lead to fraud, lies, false claims, cheating, stealing, and even murder. Let's look at the greed of Ahab. Ahab was the king of Samaria, and his wife was Jezebel. There was a man called Naboth, a native of Jezreel, whose vineyard was close to the palace of King Ahab. King Ahab approached Naboth and expressed his desire to take his vineyard in exchange for another vineyard or even cash. But Naboth turned down his request, explaining that the vineyard was a family inheritance and so he couldn't give it away. Ahab went home sad and even refused to eat. His wife Jezebel asked what was wrong with him, and he told her all that transpired between him and Naboth. Jezebel made some wicked arrangements which led to the death of Naboth, and then asked her husband to go and take possession of Naboth's vineyard. In this case, we can see that Ahab's greed led to the murder of Naboth. Jezebel saw the need to kill Naboth so that Ahab, her husband, can seize Naboth's vineyard. The effects of Ahab's greed. The first and greatest effect of Ahab's greed was that he became an enemy of God. He went contrary to the 10th commandment by coveting his neighbor's property, that's Naboth's vineyard. And also, he went contrary to the 6th commandment by committing murder. The second effect was that Ahab would die. Elijah said to him, "At the same place where the dogs licked the blood of Naboth, the dogs will lick your blood too." God will wipe away every male belonging to his family. Dogs will also eat Jezebel in the field of Jezreel. The members of Ahab's family who die in the city will be eaten by dogs, and those who die in the open country will be eaten by the birds of the air. Gehazi's greed and its consequences. Gehazi was the servant of Elisha. Now, a certain man called Naaman had leprosy. So his maid advised him to go and meet Prophet Elisha so that he was going to be able to cure him. Naaman visited Elisha and he asked him to go and wash himself in River Jordan 7 times and he would be healed. Naaman did that and afterwards he was totally healed. In appreciation, he came back with gifts to show appreciation to Prophet Elisha. But Prophet Elisha did not accept the gifts. As Naaman was on his way home, Gehazi, Elisha's servant, ran after him and lied that the prophet asked him to collect the gifts. Naaman willingly gave him the gifts, and Gehazi hid the gifts in his room. When Elisha saw Gehazi, he asked him where he had been. He lied again, saying that he has been in the house, he didn't go anywhere. Elisha told him that he knew where he had gone because his spirit went with him, and that he knows that he collected the gifts from Naaman, even after he told Naaman to go back with the gifts. Elisha therefore placed a curse on Gehazi and his descendants with the leprosy of Naaman, and the curse took effect immediately as Gehazi left the presence of Elisha, a leper. Gehazi's greed led to lies. The consequences of Gehazi's greed. Firstly, Gehazi became a leper. Secondly, his descendants too had a curse placed on them. 3. Gehazi also lost his job. Gehazi lost his job. These are the 3 consequences of Gehazi's greed.